Sorry about that. Alright. How y'all doing? If there's a few things I say probably a little too much, gotta find the groove. I'm not in the groove. Gotta get back into the groove. And everything's broken, actually. But that kind of sums up the day. I randomly got a message from one of my mates last night. And for reasons I don't quite get, we stayed up until nearly 6 o'clock in the morning playing World of Warcraft. It's apparently something you do in lockdown when you have time. It's gravy. Global pandemics and that, you can't actually go out and socialise with people. So we're just going to sit in no life again, because for once you can actually say got no life and actually have no life, legitimate reasons. But after our game, it was like, hey man, you know what'd be really rad? What'd be really cool? It's if we played some ToeJam and Earl, Back in the Groove. And so that's what we did. And it was awesome! I streamed it for a little bit. So I'm going to splice in a little bit of footage from the stream session. It was, seriously, really rad. Groovy, even. I got to lounge around on my sofa with my headphones on, just chatting away, playing this game. So good. But for anyone that doesn't know anything about ToeJam and Earl, it's an interesting little game that originated on the Sega Mega Drive, or the Sega Genesis for people who live in countries with no culture, where you play as these two aliens who find themselves on Earth. Your spaceship is broken, and you have to kind of like cut around this map, picking up like mystery presents that you can use as power-ups, avoiding Earthlings, and just like finding parts of your spaceship to put it back together to get back to Funkatron, I think it is. And then they make a second game which completely changed it up. It was like an ISO top-down thing to start with. And then Panic on Funkatron, the Earthlings managed to hitch a ride with ToeJam and Earl back to Funkatron. And then it went into this like side-scrolling platform dealio. And then there was, I think, a third one that I never played. It was on the Xbox. Or I might have played it, but Panic on Funkatron's my groove, man. I love that game. So screw the third one. And then there's this fourth one, ToeJam and Earl, Back in the Groove, and that's what we put on today. Fantastic music right off the bat. You can hear it from this game. It's like remakes and re-envisionings of the original game's music, and Back in the Groove plays more like ToeJam and Earl 1, more than like any of the other ones. It's not a bad thing. I mean, it's still really cool to just kite around and do whatever. But anyway, game story is really, really stupid. So rather than explain it, this is the intro for it.
Yo, Earl, take the wheel. I'm gonna go in the back and grab a drink. Hey, Luanda, you want something?
Excuse me.
ToeJam, I think Letitia might be thirsty too.
Oh, I'll get you something too, Letitia.
Thanks a lot. Why are we going back to Earth anyway?
ToeJam said he wanted to impress Luanda.
Wait, what? I didn't say that.
So that's why we kind of borrowed Lamont's ship.
Wait, what? You took Lamont's ship without asking him?
Look! Isn't that Earth right there? Wow, it's so big and so quiet.
Earl, crank up the megawatt speakers and let's lay some funk on these Earthlings.
All right.
Let's punch the bass, Earl. Fire up the auxiliary mega subwoofer.
Okay.
It's the red button.
Yeah, but
Just press it.
Okay.
Earl, wait! No!
What's happening? Why are we in the washing machine?
Get me out of here! This is not fun!
don't think it was the red button.
Oh, you think? And by the way, Lamont is gonna kill you.
Man, I can't catch a break. Well, Big Earl, Lamont's ship ain't gonna put itself back together. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, ToeJam.
Leave everything to me. I got this.
I was afraid he was going to say that.
Yeah, basically, ToeJam wants to impress his girlfriend. They stuff up. They end up on Earth, and they screw up Earth. And the aim of the game is just literally build your spaceship, get back home. You can play as, I think, 6 characters to start with. So you got like ToeJam, old school ToeJam, Big Earl, old school Big Earl, and then their respective girlfriends. And I think there's like 3 unlockable characters. Don't know how you unlock them, but it's cool. I think one of them is Peabody, who's like this little dude from a dancing mini game in the Panic on Funkatron game. It's actually, he's in the original as well, I think, but I don't remember a huge amount, because like I said, man, Panic on Funkatron's my groove. But I spent the day just literally playing this game with Divine, just a few hours, man, but it was rad. Just being able to sit there and shout and scream and laugh. It doesn't look like there's a lot going on, all right? It's kind of slow paced. Like I keep saying, we're cutting around a map, which means we're kind of moving fast, right? No, you don't do that in ToeJam and Earl. You just kind of groove. You just slow paced, like rocking around, you know, just looking for present power ups, dodging earthlings, eating manky food you find on the floor, throwing up everywhere, talking to crazy old men to power up once you've done certain things. Like as you go around, like and discover new parts of the map, you get experience points. You know, you eat food that gets your health back. You open presents, they power you up, and they give you experience too. And eventually, the wise man in the carrot suit will help you like level up. He'll give you a stats boost. The aim of the game is to go find the parts of the spaceship. When you find a part of a spaceship on any particular level, you find a lift, and that will take you up to the next stage, which may or may not have a piece of your spaceship on it. Find all bits of the ship, and you go on. But you don't, like, it's one of those games where you can just play it and not do anything with it. You know, just groove about for a bit. And really, this video is just to say, I recommend people play it. I really wanted to do something with this video, but as I say, everything's broken. Like, the one time I actually want to do something, everything is broken. I wanted to pull down some footage of the original game and Panic on Funkatron and do all this fancy stuff, and it just hasn't happened. And I thought, well, I could just pull stuff down with YouTube DL. For some reason, I can't. So, no. So, sorry. And my footage might seem a bit jank from my playthrough today, because we were on the Switch. My capture and the hardware wasn't working all that great. And I was on Windows before anyone tries to blame Linux on that one. Right now, I'm on Linux. The only thing I've got that's actually working hardcore right now, for some reason, and I'm going to jinx it, it's my webcam. This is off for webcam. I was just like super lazy mode today. It's what happens when you don't proper prepare. You say, yeah, man, I'm going to do stuff, like, and then you just do nothing, and then you have to rush it at the end of the day. But Back in the Groove is it's like a really cheap game, man. I think it's like $15, and you can get it on like everything. It's on PlayStation 4, Xbox One. I think it's on Xbox One, so don't quote me on that. But Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and then on the PC side, it's on Windows, Mac, and Linux. So you've got like no excuse. Shamefully, it's cross-platform, but doesn't appear to be cross-play. It seems to have a multiplayer aspect, and it look up to 4 players, I think. I've only played with 2. I say it seems like it has multiplayer. It does have multiplayer. I just don't know the range of the multiplayer. But it's super fun, man. It's really fun. And from what I've seen, you can have multiple players local, which would be really, really cool. Because there's not many games. I say that I haven't tried it. I don't know if that's actually how it works. It's just what my friend has told me. It would just seem really cool to be able to sit around with your mates, and if you can play up to 4 players, have everyone sit on the big screen TV and just kind of loaf around and play. It's just that kind of game where you just want to chill, listen to the music, listen to some pretty cool funk music, and it's just cool. I just wish my capture and all that was ready, and I was a bit more prepared for what I would say. At some point, I think I'm going on a bit of a Hex DSL ramble right now. I think at some point, I could just do Hex DSL style rambles when it comes to games. I'd like to do an actual proper, like, little, 5-minute video about the game with how I envisioned it, cutting footage and all that kind of stuff, but... Good game. No excuses to not play it. And if you want to play the first 2, I believe they're part of the Sega Mega Drive Genesis collection. You can get it on like Steam and on consoles and stuff. And that's got a bundle of other games too. So like Streets of Rage, Golden Axe, the Sonic games, Comic Zone, I think's on it. And ToeJam and Earl, they're tucked in there quite nicely. Do that, or you can go the more hooky route with ROMs and emulators and just a really fun series. So go play it, have fun with it, and just be like, yeah, man, why does everyone have to make everything so dramatic? Just sit down and play some ToeJam and Earl. Life is great. That's it. I'm probably actually going to do this, and I'm going to come play some WoW, and then play ToeJam and Earl, and figure out why everything's broken. I'll see you all in the next one. I ain't very good at this improv shit, am I? I'm not very natural in front of the cameras. You'd think for someone that's done this kind of thing for 9 years, I'd actually have some... I'd have some pretty solid chops by now, but nah. Nah. So, fuck it, back. No, I can't spell back!
What's funny is it's called Back in the Groove, and that's what you say all the time.
Yeah, mate, fucking get back in the groove.
Which makes it funny.
I'm being stalked by fucking...
That Back in the Groove and what's the other one? Everything's Broken.
Yeah, mate.
The t-shirts you've got to make.
It's got to be done. People will be like, what the fuck, mate?
Even if I did buy one.
So, mate, look, if you're not feeling the fucking groove, then, shit, where's my control back? There we go. Nailed it.